We all love Fred VanVleet, right? Fred is a star in the NBA, and he's really the first star in the NBA we've had since Skip was a star in the ABA. But at this point, Skip Thoren is still the greatest professional basketball player we ever produced.
Skip was a very good athlete. He was a very polished player for a high school player. He did not play other sports. Basketball was his sport, but he was excellent at basketball. I think he was very intimidating to opponents. The East fans loved him, and the East students loved him. I mean, he was one of the people responsible for the best record in East high school history until this year.
At East, he was a 3-year player at East. When he graduated, he held the record for most points in a season and a career for the entire conference.
He was obviously the star of that team, but he was a big kid. He was 6'9", and he towered over his teammates and most of his opponents. I guess we knew then that he was the leading scorer in East high school history, but we didn't expect that it was going to last until this year.
Skip Thoren was an all-star. Averaged 17 points, 12 rebounds a game, had a career high of 33.
It was the last regular season game that he played. He scored 38 points, and that was the game that clinched the conference title. And that was his high point game for his high school career.
He led East to the conference title his senior year and down to the Elite Eight. His senior year team went 26-2, and that was a school record that stood until this year.
Skip was a hard worker. I can remember that nightly after practice he would work with Coach Art Sadler on his what became known as a sky hook when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did it, but Skip was doing it when he was in high school, which was probably 5 years before Jabbar was in high school. And he worked nightly for probably 20 minutes to a half hour just with one-on-one with Coach Sadler and perfecting his sky hook, which he used in a game, almost every game. He could shoot well from facing the basket, but with his back to the basket, he was deadly with his hook shot, and nobody shoots a hook shot anymore.
And his name still looms so large in East history. It took all those years for Chris Brunell to break that record, and it took all those years for this team to break that record.
I think he should be inducted in the Hall of Fame because he had the record for 50-plus years, and to have it that long and for someone to beat it in the 2000s is really nice, and he should get recognition for it.
Skip deserves to be in the Hall of Fame because he's one of the best high school athletes ever to come out of Rockford. And just the fact that his scoring record at East High held up for all these years is enough reason, but he was truly one of the great athletes to come out of Rockford.